In this video, we'll talk about a particular copywriting hack that is a very good fit for very crowded industry. So think of offers like, for example, executive coaching, which is this particular client's offer. So this particular client is a UK-based leadership coach, career planning coach, who helps executives who are stuck in their careers get unstuck, right? Get promoted to the next level. So if you think of offers like these are very trust-based offers, because if somebody doesn't trust you to actually deliver the value that you're promising, then they would never even reply to you, let alone work with you. So selling these kinds of offers on cold outreach is very, very hard, right? Because you have to solve for multiple things to get people to trust you or even, look at you or reply to you. So I'm very proud of this campaign, and I'll show you exactly how we solved for each potential objection that we could have received from a potential customer for this client, and then got him great results. So he's actually continuing with us for another quarter. All right, so let's get into his copy. Okay, so let's think through the sequence here and see why we wrote things a particular way. This is the opening message, right? The connection request message. It says, plans are useless, but planning is indispensable. Dwight Eisenhower, right? This is a quote from that American war general, Dwight Eisenhower. I share strategies to help senior leaders plan and progress their careers in the next 5-10 years. Feel free to check my profile for a potential connection. So he's positioning himself as a resource, right? He's not trying to go for the hard sell, even within the connection request. This is one of the reasons why it's so important to be very active on LinkedIn, right? And have good content out there, because then you can say that, hey, I'm a resource to you to help you progress to the next stage of your career. So whatever, value you're providing to a potential client, you should have good LinkedIn posts around it already so that you can send this kind of a connection request that positions you as an authority in that niche, right? So that's very important to have that. So this is number one. Number two, after connecting, an hour later, he sends this message, hey, it's great to connect. I work with a number of senior leaders as a career coach, and they often tell me that they don't know where to start when it comes to mapping their career to date and creating a vision for their future. So within the first message, he's not saying, yeah, we help people who are stuck in their careers progress to the next level. He's positioning himself as somebody who talks very often to these senior leaders. So again, he's positioning himself as an authority very subtly within the message, within the first line. And he's saying, and they often tell me, I'm not telling you, right? These people who are stuck in their careers, they often tell me that they don't know where to start when it comes to mapping their career and creating a vision for the future. This is a great copywriting hack. They're sometimes frustrated when they're passed over for a promotion and don't know why. He's hitting deeper into that pain point and that psychological gap this potential client might have. I'm just curious, do you have a career plan mapping the next 5 to 10 years? Right? So he's not going in for the kill. He's just asking, do you have a career plan, right? That's it. Then he waits a couple of days and then sends the follow-up. Hi. The only reason I asked that question is that our team identified your profile as a prime candidate for working with us. So he doesn't make them feel like this is an automated message at all. He's saying, our team identified you're a prime candidate. We've worked with senior leaders from companies like Google, Facebook, BT, Credit Suisse, Sony, Hitachi. So he's rattling off like great names, right? So he's again positioning himself as a person, as a coach that has worked with the top tier companies, right? These names, Google, Facebook, Credit Suisse, Sony, Virgin Atlantic, JP Morgan. So he's got those case studies that he can show off in a cold LinkedIn message. We help you progress to that next level of your career. Again, not to the next level, to that next level, right? That thing that they've been waiting for. That's what we've done for over 1,000 plus executives who felt stuck in their roles, right? So he's again hammering that pain point that you're stuck in your career. We've done it for 1,000 plus people, including companies like Google, Facebook, Credit Suisse, JP Morgan, Microsoft, you name it, we've done it, right? So it's a very compelling message. Please see some testimonials here. And then he's saying that I have testimonials, I have recommendations. So he had over, 100 plus recommendations. So it's not enough to have 1 or 2 testimonials. You should have either 50 plus or none, right? Because testimonials need to be super compelling, right? And if you have a 50 plus, or at least I would say 20 plus testimonials, then it's a really compelling number. Nobody gets 20 plus testimonials as a fluke, right? As a one-off performance, right? As a executive coach or whatever service you provide. Then he goes in for the kill. Like, would you have 30 minutes for a free discovery call? Please let me know either way. Again, great copywriting hack, because he wants them to respond, even if it's a no. Please let me know either way. Then he gets somebody to bite, right? Thanks for your message. Please, can we connect tomorrow? I'm on whatever number. Great. You're welcome. I'll call you after 2 p.m. Thanks. Tried your mobile, just now left a message. Might be easier to schedule a meeting link. So these kinds of, messages really work. Again, a VP, right? Yes, sure, Simon, curious to hear. So this message is clearly working for them because they're able to see the testimonials and then they resonate and then they understand what is it to be that they need to do to get to the next stage of their career. And this guy clearly positions himself as a part of that particular transition, right? Okay, so let's look at other responses. Now, a lot of these are tagged future prospects, which means that they may or may not be interested in working with him right now, but then they become a part of his pipeline, who can be then nurtured through like an email marketing, a newsletter, or even like a LinkedIn newsletter. And over time, since they keep seeing his content, whenever they face this problem, like, hey, I am stuck in my career, this is the first guy they turn to. So this is the magic of great positioning and great marketing, because the time they face the problem, Simon is the one they turn to. Our client is the one they turn to, right? So this is another example. Thanks for your message. Good to hear. I know what roles I want to get into. Haven't thought a great deal about how to go about it, as I'm only 18 months into my existing role. Happy to chat to see how you can help, right? So again, good meeting. Another one. This is something I've been thinking of for a while, so would be interested in having a conversation. Have you worked in anyone in a facilities capacity before, right? So again, asking questions, have you worked in my industry? So that is what happens when you solve all of your potential leads' objections right there in the message, right? Because when they come to you and reply, they see you as an authority. They're asking bottom of the funnel questions, middle of the funnel questions, like, hey, have you worked with somebody like me before? And then you're much more likely to close them. So this guy already within 3 months of working with us, he's landed 5+ clients and he's continuing to work with us. So when you're copywriting, think of all the potential objections somebody might have for you, and then work really hard within that message to kill those objections on arrival, right? So once you've thought through this, once you've created this copy, keep automating, do a testing at a large scale. Like for example, for this particular person, he sent a lot of messages. So he's reached out to about 1,600 people from this campaign, and so in total, he's reached out to 2,000 people. And out of those, he has about 80 responses, and out of those 5 leads, right? So you need to automate, you need to go at it at a large scale for this to work. Don't send like 5 messages and it's not working. It's like Alex Hormozy says, you need to do 10 times the current volume to decide if it's not working, right? So that is the level you need to get to. And for automation, obviously there's tools like Sales Robot for cold email and LinkedIn automation. And then you keep testing it, keep iterating until you get to a combination of target list and messaging that works. So that's it from me in this video. Make sure you stay subscribed and keep your eye out for more such value-packed videos coming your way. Take care now. Bye-bye.